Hi, so a lot of you have been asking for my config, and today I'm finally making a video about it, so hope you enjoy. So in my CFG folder, link in the description, you'll find a lot of crosshairs, and you won't know which one is which, so I'm going to be showing you. So first of all, we have the rifle crosshairs, so these two, the small plus and the big plus. This is a rifle crosshair. There's 7 of them. The first one is an old simple config, the Navi Pro. So I'm gonna be exacting that. So this is it. It's like an open gap and stuff. And then we have the 2 and the 3 are the ones I just showed you. The 4 is just a dot. Basically, from 2 to 7, there's only a size difference. You know, only the size changes. So it's either smaller or bigger. I think 6 is the biggest. No, 7. It's a really big plus, yeah. And thickness, basically. So that's it for the rifle crosshairs. Then I have like pro crosshairs, like for example simples. I think this was last year. Very good, very small. And then for example shroud. I don't use that. It's good for 16:9, but it's too big for 4:3. And then I use a Tarek EG Pro. Very good as well. I used to use that last year. And there's also Zaiwuz, which everyone has been asking me for on my most famous vid. So this is it. It's just a good plus. It's really good, but I don't use it anymore for some reason. I don't like it. So yeah, that wraps it up for the crosshairs. I'm gonna be moving on to the Viewmodels now. Oh, and I actually forgot one of my favorite crosshairs. They're called Redux, and my friend gave these to me. So this is the first one he gave me. Very good, no, very bad. It's awful. I don't use these. I only use the third one. Good plus. I think this is what I call a Furious crosshair, basically, because he used it once, or he's still using it or something, but I saw Furious have it, so this is it. This is a good crosshair. I use it almost every day. It's really good. So moving on to the Viewmodels, I have 5 main ones, I'd say. First of all, there's the default one you're seeing right now. So default bobbing, default Viewmodel, like Viewmodel preset pause 3. And yeah, it's really good. It's you know, average. I can use that, like it's normal. Then we have low, which is basically the same Viewmodel, but the bobbing is low. Like the gun doesn't move, it stays at the same place. It's good, very good, but if you want to practice your peaks, I'd say like having the high bobbing helps with that. So yeah. And then we have Mo, which is a reference to Monacy, the Navi Junior Pro guy. So it moves a lot. It's not the default bobbing, but it's higher. It's a bit higher than the default one. It's good. Combined with the Imor, in reference to the Turkish Pro, it's just a try-hard view model, to be honest. It's really back down, and you know, it's very good for deathmatch and stuff. I like playing with this sometimes, when I'm try-harding, of course. But normally, I just play on the normal one, and low bobbing too. So finally we have I actually forgot the name. AQ, random letters, bobbing low, and sorry, the bobbing is low here, and the gun is really pushed forward. The Viewmodel on the y-axis is 2, so it doesn't move, and it's really pushed into the monitor, which is good. It's good for frag movies and crap. So yeah, I don't use that as much, but I still use it sometimes. And that's it for Viewmodels. Oh, and I have once again forgot about one. So the last one is Scrub, in reference to Scrublo, very good player. It's the Z one. The Z setting is set to -2, so it's really down. It's really down, yeah, very down on the screen, you know. It's not like the default one. The bobbing is also low on this, so it's just good for scouting, I guess. It's very enjoyable scouting. Okay, so now I'm going to be explaining how my config works. And why it's so weird. So basically when you press a key, it's gonna change your crosshair, but it's not any key obviously, but 1 or 2 is the crosshair you're gonna choose as your main, right? And then 3 is the big plus. I always play with this for some reason, it's just good. And then when you press 4, that's your nade lineup smoke thingy, right? When you press C for nades, like HE grenades, it's gonna be the simple one, you know, the simple pro one. It's good, it opens, and I can like aim at small dots with this. It's good. And yeah, I guess that's it. And you can of course change these by going to the auto exec file, and the second line right here, there's a exec rifle crosshair. If you want to change that, just type in the name of the crosshair you want in my folder. So let's say you want to play with Simple's crosshair, you're just gonna come here and change this. I recommend not using different crosshairs for your pistols and your rifles. So yeah, once you've done that, you can go back to CS, right? Wait, once you've done that, you can go back to CS, exec auto exec, and now you have Simple's crosshair. Okay, and obviously the sound is back, so fuck you. And now you have Simple's crosshair, and it's really good. You know, I mean, you'll get used to it, but that's why my config is so weird, and I really don't want to release it because it's just gonna confuse a lot of you, and you know, you just, yeah, it's a hassle every time to try and change the crosshair, for example. So yeah, that's how you change the crosshair. Okay, so now I'm gonna be going over my video settings. So just pause the video and copy them. I'm gonna be leaving my video settings.txt file in the description, so you're gonna put that in the right folder. I'll show you how. Just read the description, of course. And then my audio, I use stereo headphones because it just sounds weird on 5.1. My game settings, this is usually lower. To my keyboard and mouse settings, so I play 1.3 with 800 dpi. I have like a different sense from my zoom for some reason. I just play with this. I've been playing with this for a year. These settings, both of them. So yeah, you don't really need to look at these, but I'm just gonna be scrolling over them real quick. So yeah, I don't use ping system. I don't use the ping system. So yeah, that wraps it up for my game settings. So last but not least, the gear I use. So as you can see here, I have an MM720, really good mouse, good feet as well. It's really wide. It's a weird shape, but it's fun to use. The cable is good, etc. So it's a really good mouse. Not for CS, but I enjoy playing with it, you know. And then I use this Corsair K70 RGB low profile mechanical keyboard with Cherry Max Speed or something. It's good. I got it last year. It's really durable, and that's the only thing I can say about it. The space bar is fucked. It can barely work when I click on the right side of it, and the caps lock just fucking, you know, it just tears off, you know, like so easily. I can just touch it and here it is, you know. So yeah, and I also use a XL 2011p. I'm gonna be getting a K soon, so it's good. This is just a Zowie monitor, like there's nothing to say about it. It's not flawless, but it's really good. And HyperX Cloud 2s, really don't need to talk about these. They're really famous and they're good. They feel good on my ears, especially with the cloth earbuds. I can't find them, but it has cloth earbuds and it feels really nice. Finally, my mic. It's not bad. It's really cute. And right. Here you go. You can see it, I guess. Wait, let me see. Yeah, you can see it. Good, very sexy mic. I mean, cute, not sexy, but yeah. It doesn't sound amazing, but it's, it's good for the price. It's not 50, I got it for 60. But whatever. Thank you all for watching, and that'll be it for my config vid.